All right, so Republicans are still calling Democrats and whatnot, and liberals socialists. And they use that to demonize what they call the left, when they don't realize that the modern Democrat, or the old school Democrat is actually the old school right wing. But I got a challenge. I'd like to challenge a Republican to explain what socialism is in their own mind. Because for the longest, Republicans have said that Democrats were socialists, and when describing that, which is pretty much what the definition is, they said that the Democrats are just going to give the money away. Now, when you hear that general speak, you're like, okay, they're going to give it away to who? To where? To what? Never an answer. Then they come to the racist Republicans. They're going to give their money away to the welfare queens, those who are financially disadvantaged, those who are not working, can't work, forced out of work. So they're just going to give their money away to the poor, the black, and whatnot. Okay. So with that understanding, let's go with Republicans. Are y'all socialists? You say no, right? You would say no. Your candidates always push policies that give all of your hardworking money to the wealthy, to the rich and the wealthy. Now, the poor isn't getting it, so they can spend it and keep the economy going. The wealthy get it as a thank you for donating such money to the politicians. So, see, the politicians, if they gave the money to us poor people, we would spend that money at these companies where you and we work. See, it helps keep the company going, which helps keep us at a job, which helps keep the economy going. It's a cycle, you see? And if you don't see, that's your fault. However, if you give your money to the politicians, and those politicians give all of your money, tax money and whatnot, to the wealthy, they already got it. It goes into their banks. It goes into their holdings and whatnot. But then those politicians, those donors, those wealthy people become the big donors that give money back to various politicians to help their campaigns, so that the politicians can help get money to give to the rich and the wealthy. So it's a cycle between politicians and wealthy, and they use you as cattle. How does your money help the nation? Answer that as well. How is you giving money to the politicians that give money to the big money donors that give their money to the politicians, into that cycle back and forth? As you give the politicians money, you just keep feeding that animal. How is that helping the rest of the country? What kind of socialism is that? Okay, you say, well, let's go to the other socialism. How about when you give all of your money to all of these other people that are, let's say, down on their luck? They made a mistake. They did something stupid. It cost them thousands or millions of dollars. So you all collectively donate to their Patreon, their GoFundMe, and all this other stuff to help them out, to help their legal bills and things like that, because you just want to help a nice Confederate patriot. So, I mean, that is giving all your money away to the disadvantaged. That would give all your money away to the financially poor. That would give your money to the struggling. It gives your money to those that aren't working, can't work, or forced out of work. So how is it that we are socialists and you are not? It's just that being a socialist isn't a bad thing. It's what that socialism is doing that's a bad thing. Because socialism in general, away from your definitions, is just simply saying people that put in the work at these companies should get a whole lot more money than those that tell them how to do it. If you go in, you put in your 8 hours of work, should your employer get 90% of the money? See, that don't make sense. If you don't like liberal socialism, how can you be for capitalism? Because when you go to work, when your family, friends, and your ilk go to work, and your boss makes the most amount of the money, and their boss makes way more than that, I don't know. Almost sounds like what you all would define as a bit of communism. You all ought to really rethink your labels, because we certainly wouldn't want anyone in higher power with a lot of money grooming you to help them make more money off of you, and you think it's the right thing to do.